Our campus was fortunate to receive a Center for Biomedical Research Excellence grant, also known as a COBRE grant. And this is a grant that is focused on redox biology and cardiovascular disease that is a culmination of work that's been ongoing in our Center for Cardiovascular Diseases and Sciences. The total grant funding is $10.58 million over a 5-year period, which is just over $2 million a year each year for 5 years.
There are 4 essential parts to the COBRE. The administrative core, which provides a lot of support for mentoring and faculty development for the young faculty that are involved. There are 2 research cores, one involved in animal phenotyping, another involved in cell and molecular biology techniques and the measurement of reactive oxygen species. And then the actual projects of the young faculty members that are trying to get grants funded in this area. COBRE allows money for the individual projects to push forward, but what the cores do is provide service, equipment, and expertise to actually perform the services so that they can really do their research faster, cheaper, and without having to develop the expertise to do it themselves.
There are 2 research cores in the COBRE grant, and I'm the director of one of them, which is the mouse models and histology core. And it will basically support the investigators on the COBRE who are performing the actual projects, trying to dissect the mechanisms of cardiovascular disease. And our part is to help them characterize their animal models and make some measurements that we could do in patients, and measure some endpoints in terms of what tissues look like, much like you can do in humans as well.
I run the Redox molecular signaling core. So if an investigator wants to get into, say, measuring reactive oxygen species, they will go to the core, and we'll have a technician in place with the expertise to know how to take those samples, prepare them, run them through mass spec, and actually analyze, in a very quantitative way, how much reactive oxygen species is present. For the cell biology core, we could knock out a gene of interest, isolate whatever vascular cell type they want, and that will really speed up their research into vascular cell biology.
The grant isn't only for the Cardiovascular Center, it's for the whole campus. All investigators on the campus can participate in the COBRE grant. The theme of the grant itself is focused in cardiovascular disease, and so in that regard, it's part of the Cardiovascular Center.